Grace and peace be multiplied unto you. We are still on geometry and measurements. We are still talking about measurement, but today we're talking about time. Time and time waits for no man. So let's continue. Importance of time and clocks. Time helps us to know when to wake up, when to go to school. For example, class starts at 7:30. To know the time of the day, we need a clock or watch. The clock or watch helps us to know the time. Again, the clock is used to measure time. For example, the clock is used to measure the duration of a lesson. There are two types of clocks and watches. They are analog and digital. A digital clock or watch shows time in digits or numbers only. On an analog clock or watch, the time is shown by hands that move around the clock. So this is how an analog clock looks like. You can see the numbers in it. 1 is 5, 2 is 10, 3 is 15, 4 is 20, 5 is 25, 6 is 30, 7 is 35, 8 is 40, 9 is 45, 10 is 50, 11 is 55, and 12 is 60. Which means 60 minutes make 1 hour, and 60 seconds make 1 minute. So this is how a digital clock looks like. You can see the numbers on it. You can see the time is 10:50 with 30 seconds going. The date is 10th in the year 2020. Time is November 2020. October 2020, sorry. Using analog clocks to tell time. Like the units for measuring length, which is meter, time too is measured in units such as minutes and hours. Usually the hours and minutes are used to show time and to measure time. On an analog clock, the shorter hand tells hours and the longer hand tells minutes. So these are the parts of the clock. The red one, that's the hour hand, that's the short hand. It is the short hand, it is the first hand you read. You read this, you read the number it is pointing at. And the green one, that's the minute hand, is the long hand. It is the second hand you read. You count by fives, that's the 5, 10, 15, 20. So with the long hand, when it's on 1, it is 5. When it's on 2, it is 10. When it's on 3, it is 15. When it's on 4, it is 20. When it's on 5, it's 25 continuously. So it counts by 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. So there's one other hand which moves very fast. It is the second hand. So some clocks have only the minute hand and the hour hand, but some other clocks also has the hour hand, the minute hand, and the second hand. The second hand moves very fast. It goes round the clock once, and the long hand takes 1. Okay, so that is 60. It goes around the clock 60 times, and the long hand also moves once. There are 24 hours in a day. We all know that. There are 60 minutes in an hour. The clock shows 12 o'clock at noon or midday. There was also 12 o'clock at midnight. Each time written or told occurs 2 times. That means every time you see on the clock appears it occurs 2 times. When it's 2 in the afternoon, it will be also 2 midnight. Okay, when it's 10 in the morning, there will be also another 10 in the evening. This means that so each time written or told occurs 2 times. We have before 12 noon and after 12 noon. Okay, before 12 noon will be dawn. Okay, dawn 12 a.m. But we'll be having another 12 p.m. that will be in the afternoon. This means that, for example, there is 6 o'clock in the morning before noon, and there is also 6 o'clock in the evening, which is afternoon. As I was saying, we can get 6 o'clock early in the morning to be 6 o'clock p.m. also what in the evening. We have 6 o'clock a.m. that's the morning, 6 o'clock p.m. that's the evening. An assignment will be sent to you. Try as much as possible to do it and submit it on time. Stay home and stay safe, and practice all protocols put in place by government.